Welcome to this moment of Zen wisdom. As you prepare for rest, allow yourself to settle into a comfortable position. Let the surface beneath you fully support your weight. There is nothing you need to hold up, nothing you need to carry right now. Breathe deeply and slowly. Feel your body becoming heavier with each exhale. The day is complete. Whatever happened, whatever didn't happen, it is all behind you now. Tonight, we explore one of life's most profound questions through the lens of Zen Buddhist wisdom. Why do things happen as they do? Is there meaning in the events of our lives, even those that seem random or painful? These ancient teachings have guided seekers for over 1,000 years because they speak to something we all long to understand, the hidden order beneath life's apparent chaos. As we journey through these insights together, allow yourself to drift deeper into relaxation. There is no effort required. Simply listen and rest. The wisdom will find its way to where it's needed most, the river of cause and effect. In the stillness of this moment, imagine your life as a great river flowing toward the sea. Zen masters teach that nothing in this universe exists in isolation. Every event, every encounter, every twist in your path arises from countless causes and conditions coming together. The Buddha called this dependent origination, the understanding that all phenomena emerge through an intricate web of relationships. When we ask why something happened, we often seek a single cause, a simple explanation. But Zen wisdom reveals that each moment contains the entire universe within it. The rain that fell last month, a conversation from years ago, a decision made by someone you've never met, all of these threads weave together to create this present moment. As your body continues relaxing, consider how you arrived at this exact point in your life, not through one path, but through millions of interconnected moments, each one necessary, each one contributing to who you are now. There is profound peace in recognizing that you are not separate from this web of existence. You are the river, not merely a leaf floating upon it. Allow this understanding to soften any tension you hold about the past. Every experience that brought you here served a purpose, even those you would not have chosen. The wisdom of not knowing. Zen Buddhism holds a beautiful teaching that Western minds often find puzzling. The wisdom of not knowing. There is a famous story of a farmer whose horse ran away. His neighbors said, "What terrible luck." The farmer replied, "Maybe." The next day, the horse returned with 3 wild horses. The neighbors exclaimed, "What wonderful fortune." The farmer said, "Maybe." The following day, his son tried to ride one of the wild horses and broke his leg. "What a disaster," the neighbors cried. "Maybe," said the farmer. When war came and all the young men were drafted, the son was spared because of his broken leg. This story points to a liberating truth. We cannot know the full meaning of any event while we are still living its consequences. What appears as misfortune may be carrying gifts we cannot yet see. What seems like blessing may be teaching us lessons we didn't know we needed. As sleep draws nearer, release the need to understand everything right now. The meaning of your experiences reveals itself in its own time, like a photograph, slowly developing in darkness. Your only task tonight is to rest in this not knowing, trusting that understanding will come when you are ready to receive it. Seeds and seasons. Zen teaches that we live in a world of seeds and seasons. Every action you take, every word you speak, every thought you think, plants a seed. Some seeds sprout quickly, others lie dormant for years before breaking through the soil. You cannot always see what is growing beneath the surface, yet growth is always happening. This is why things seem to happen for a reason, because they emerge from seeds planted long ago in soil prepared by countless conditions. Consider the challenges you've faced. In the moment of difficulty, they may have seemed meaningless or cruel. Yet, looking back, can you see how some of those struggles became the fertilizer for unexpected growth? The job you lost that led to a better path. The relationship that ended and taught you what you truly needed. The failure that redirected you towards success you couldn't have imagined. As you drift towards sleep, bring gentle attention to your breath. With each inhale, imagine drawing in trust. With each exhale, release the need to control what grows and when. You have planted many seeds throughout your life. Some you remember, most you have forgotten. Trust that they are growing in their own perfect timing, beneath the surface of your awareness. Tonight, as your body rests, unseen growth continues. The broken pot. There is a Zen story about a water bearer who carried two large pots on a pole across his shoulders. One pot was perfect. The other had a crack that caused it to leak. For 2 years, the water bearer delivered only 1.5 pots of water to his master's house. The perfect pot was proud of its accomplishment, but the cracked pot was ashamed, feeling like a failure for only completing half of what it was designed to do. One day, the cracked pot spoke to the water bearer. "I am so sorry. Because of my flaw, you only get half the value for your work." The water bearer smiled and said, "Look at the path where you hang. Do you notice the flowers growing only on your side? I knew about your crack, so I planted seeds along the way. Every day as we walk back, you water them. Because of who you are, there is beauty in the world that would not exist otherwise." As your body grows heavier and more relaxed, consider the cracks in your own life, the imperfections you've judged, the flaws you've tried to hide. Zen wisdom asks, what if these very cracks are what make your life meaningful? What if your wounds have watered gardens you cannot see? Release any shame about your imperfections tonight. In the eyes of existence, there are no mistakes, only unique expressions of life finding its way. Accepting what is. At the heart of Zen practice lies radical acceptance, meeting each moment exactly as it is, without demanding that it be different. This does not mean passive resignation. It means recognizing that resistance to reality creates suffering, while acceptance opens the door to wise action. When we say everything happens for a reason, we are not claiming that suffering is good or that injustice is justified. We are saying that even in darkness, transformation is possible. Even in pain, seeds of wisdom are being planted. The Zen master, Shunryu Suzuki, taught, "Nothing outside yourself can cause any trouble. You yourself make the waves in your mind. If you leave your mind as it is, it will become calm." As consciousness prepares for sleep, notice if there is anything you are resisting, perhaps something that happened today, last week, or years ago. Without trying to change this resistance, simply observe it. Now, with your next exhale, experiment with allowing, not approving, not condoning, simply allowing what already is to be what it is. Feel how this acceptance softens something inside you. This is the doorway to peace that Zen has pointed toward for centuries. The moon in the water. Zen poetry often speaks of the moon reflected in water. The moon above is unchanging, serene, complete, but its reflection dances and breaks apart with every ripple. When the water is disturbed, the moon seems fragmented, unclear. When the water is still, the moon appears whole and luminous. Your true nature is like that moon. It is not touched by the ripples of circumstance. Your deepest self remains whole, regardless of what happens on the surface of your life. The events you experience, joys and sorrows, gains and losses, meetings and partings, these are ripples on the water. They seem to affect everything, but they cannot touch what you truly are. As you continue resting, imagine your mind as a still pond at night. Thoughts may create small ripples, but beneath the surface, all is calm. Emotions may stir the water, but the moon's light continues shining. You are not the ripples. You are the awareness in which ripples appear and dissolve. From this place of stillness, everything that happens can be held with greater ease. The ripples come and go. The moon remains, trusting the unfolding. Zen masters speak of Wu Wei, a Chinese term meaning effortless action or going with the flow. This is not laziness or indifference. It is the art of aligning yourself with life's natural movement rather than struggling against it. Like a skilled sailor who adjusts her sails to work with the wind rather than against it. Everything in nature follows this principle. Rivers do not force their way to the sea. They find the path of least resistance. Trees do not strain to grow. They respond naturally to sun and soil. Birds do not worry about tomorrow's migration. They trust the wisdom in their wings. You, too, are part of nature. The same intelligence that guides the seasons and turns seeds into flowers is operating in your life. As sleep draws nearer, imagine surrendering to this larger flow. Release the exhausting effort to control every outcome. Trust that you are being carried by something wiser than your thinking mind. This trust does not require understanding. It only requires willingness, a soft yes to life as it unfolds. The gift of this moment. In Zen, there is only this moment. The past exists only as memory arising now. The future exists only as imagination arising now. All of life happens here, in the eternal present. When we truly understand this, the question, why did this happen, transforms. We stop looking backward for causes or forward for meaning. We discover that meaning is not found, it is created. Here, now, in how we meet each experience. Everything happens for a reason, yes. But the deepest reason may simply be this: so that you could be here, now, exactly as you are. This moment is the destination your entire life has been moving toward. Every joy and sorrow, every success and failure, every person you've loved and lost, all of it was preparation for now. And what is this moment asking of you? Only presence, only rest, only the gentle willingness to be. As your body settles into deeper relaxation, feel the completeness of this moment. Nothing is missing. Nothing needs to be added. You are enough. This is enough. Now is enough. The space between thoughts. In the final movement towards sleep, Zen invites you into the space between thoughts. Thoughts arise and pass away like clouds in an empty sky. Between each thought, there is a gap, a moment of pure awareness, untouched by story or interpretation. In this gap, the question of why things happen dissolves entirely, not because it's answered, but because you discover something beyond questions and answers altogether. This space is always here, waiting for you. It is your true home, silent, vast, at peace. As you drift toward sleep, let your attention rest in this spaciousness. When thoughts arise, let them pass without following. When silence appears, rest there. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to understand anything. The wisdom you seek is not in the next thought. It is in the stillness that holds all thoughts. Allow yourself to be breathed. Allow yourself to be held. Allow yourself to dissolve into rest. Gratitude for the path. Before sleep fully claims you, take a moment to offer gratitude. Not for specific things, but for the path itself, the winding, unpredictable, sometimes painful, often beautiful path that has brought you to this night. Every experience has been a teaching, every person a messenger, every challenge an invitation to grow. Zen teaches that gratitude is not a response to good fortune. It is a practice of seeing clearly. When we look with grateful eyes, we discover that life has always been supporting us, even when it didn't feel that way. As sleep approaches, silently thank your life for all it has given. Thank the difficulties for their hidden gifts. Thank the joys for their sweetness. Thank the mystery for remaining mysterious. This gratitude does not require words. It is a feeling, a softening, an opening. Thank you for joining this journey into Zen wisdom tonight. As you cross the threshold into sleep, carry with you this simple truth. You are part of something far larger than your individual story. The same intelligence that moves the stars moves through you. The same wisdom that unfolds the seasons is unfolding your life. Everything happens for a reason, not because some cosmic judge decides what you deserve, but because you are woven into an infinite web of cause and effect, meaning and mystery. Trust this web. Rest in this web. You have always been held. May these teachings continue working within you as you sleep, integrating at levels beyond conscious thought. May you wake refreshed, carrying quiet confidence that your life is unfolding exactly as it should. The answers you seek are not far away. They are here, in the stillness between breaths, in the silence between thoughts, in the peace that has never left you. Rest well, knowing you are part of the river finding its way home. Sleep peacefully. Good night.